Congratulations on winning the Mirror Ball trophy.
I think I've officially hit this thing on my face like 5 times. Do you see these pointy thing? I'm like, and then I'm like, ah.
How does it feel to have won this whole competition?
It feels crazy. I don't know. I think it's gonna take me a minute to like fully register. I mean, even when I found out I was a superhero, I was like, what? Are you for real? It took me like a week.
Well, now you're a real life superhero.
This is crazy. You know, I didn't really like, I don't know.
Like your name is in the history of Dancing with the Stars.
I know. Like, what if do you think there's gonna be like all winners lunch or something?
Oh, lunch?
Oh.
I'm sure one day there'll be like a Dancing with the Stars Hall of Fame.
You for real?
Yeah, your costume's gonna be there.
And Val, you'll be there, 3-time winner. How does it feel?
It feels great. This one feels a little different. You know, it's been 7 years since I was able to be lucky enough to win, and to win it with this young lady, man, she carried us all season. You know, she made me look great as a teacher, as a partner, and you know,
that goes both ways. You can't really like know how to really do any of this unless you have someone who really understands you. So you really understood me, and you did all the dances that had my personality in it, and I think that's what's important.
And this is your first win as a dad, so what does that mean to you?
Oh, it's amazing. I can't wait to give this to my son.
He's gonna be like, that's shiny.
Oh, he's gonna want to eat this for sure. That's the first thing he wants to have.
How did it feel to get all perfect scores tonight? Which just at this point seems like typical for you.
I don't know. I mean, you never know, because it's like you're standing back there and you're watching everyone else's other results, you know, and you're like, wow, okay, like, gosh, step it up. And so those like little nerves kind of kick in, you know, and you're like kind of second guessing things. And it isn't until you kind of get down here and, you know, you're sitting out here and like, that's one thing I'll miss about this whole routine, is that Val and I would kind of do a little prayer before we'd go live. And it was probably the one thing that settled me the most, like really grounded me. And so I'm gonna miss kind of that nervousness that I'd get, and then he'd be like panicking because he'd be like, oh my gosh, why is she freaking out like this? And then the second we get to the dance floor, it's like easy and fun.
Well, you're the youngest person in the competition, but you took home the trophy.
I can't believe we did that.
Did you have any idea this would happen at the beginning?
No. No.
She was happy to make it past week 5, right?
Yeah, I was like, week 5, maybe? Yeah. And then by the time we got there, I was like, okay, we're here, and maybe we might stay, question mark. You know? And so
there's so many elements, you know, there's so many variables that you don't have control over, so we just really just focused on like squeezing every ounce of fun and joy out of it.
It was so funny because at the very beginning, when I first had my first Zoom call with Conrad and like all the people here, they weren't supposed to tell me what weeks each were and like what their style and what kind of whatever it was. And so I was listening, and they would like kind of tell me, and I pieced it all together, and I was like, okay, I know what week is what week and what theme. And so I like figured out all my songs and what I wanted to do and what style, and I just like had a whole plan. And I was like, okay, if it goes like this, maybe I can get there. And so it's been just crazy the fact that from like so long ago, I have that whole PDF that I made, and it's like,
well, she's been watching the show for such a long time. She's I mean, she blew me away. She came in, she was like, Val, I read your book. I know this and I know that and I know this. And so I
read his book. I watched his old competitions, and I watched a lot of his stuff with Jenna on People, you know, where they're like, you know, celebrating their wedding and all their stuff and their like YouTube videos. Like, it was just so much fun.
So when we came in, I mean, it felt already like we knew each other. Well, at least she knew.
I knew everything about him.
And
I knew all the packages from each season.
Wow, someone did her research.
I did.
Gold star pupil, and
but it also allowed me to like make a lot of jokes.
Oh yeah.